What was the incident at your high school? When I was a junior, one of my classmates died. I came in Monday morning and everyone was sullen and some were crying, which was way out of the norm since I went to an all-boys high school. I had no idea what was going on, so I asked my best friend. He told me Brooks had died over the weekend. Apparently there was a big party, why I had no idea what happened. My parents didn't let me go to parties until late in my senior year, and he had slipped and fallen down the stairs while going to a bathroom that was kind of out of the way. It was a big house. I went to private school, so lots of rich kids. When they found him, he was unconscious, but being naive teenagers, everyone assumed he had just passed out from being drunk. They put him on a couch to sleep it off, and continued about their evenings. He wouldn't wake up the next morning, so they called 911, and he was pronounced brain deaf at the hospital shortly thereafter. He was taken off life support 2 days later. The Popular Boys made a March Madness-style bracket of the top 64 girls in my grade and posted it on their Snapchats. There were a multiple, but here are a few. Some freshmen sang the song Pumped Up Kicks in the hallway while classes were in session and said, very loudly, "Wow. This song makes me want to shoot up the school." Which prompted a lockdown and him getting suspended. There was once a bomb threat made and the school had to go into lockdown when there were after-school clubs taking place. Cops came and searched the building whilst they evacuated everyone. Thankfully, the threat was a false alarm. 2 people were caught having sex on a couch in one of the classrooms. Some people that were in my grade made a cult around a science teacher. Nothing too crazy happened, but they did have rituals and even made a subreddit about the guy. The teacher quit during COVID. The site we used, Schoology, got hacked 3 times. It was the same hacker, and on the last time we got hacked they made a post saying "I'm back motherfuckers." Edit, for anyone wondering about the subreddit, it's r/Marielle. It hasn't been updated in a while though. 3 siblings won this past season of The Voice. It's a small rural school with like 40 kids each grade. Some upstanding football players stole our rival's mascot, a living bulldog, and staked it to the ground on our school's field. They forced it to defend itself from another dog, and it barely survived. One of the coaches helped. Nothing happened to them, and later, they graduated to beating a homeless man to death. Good dudes. Weird 15-year-old girl turned out to actually be a 30-year-old mental patient. 1. Sophomore shot his mother on a Wednesday, came to school on Thursday and Friday, had a huge party at his place on Saturday. With the body still hidden in the apartment. 2. School hippie was escorting herself on the other side of the county. Used her client list as a get-out-of-jail-free card to avoid charges since she was underage. 3. Family of the school goth girl were discovered to host pay-to-play orgies at their house. Parents used their daughter to collect the funds at the door. 4. 2 teachers were having an affair with each other and were using the old Cold War-era bunker as their hookup location. 5. School went through a phase when female students would take wet tampons, dip them in ketchup, and fling them onto the ceiling until they stuck. Kid got bullied all year, decided he had enough of that on the bus one day after getting punched in the back of the head repeatedly. He got up, walked to the front of the bus, smashed the emergency glass to get the fire axe and slowly walked back, blood from his sliced arm spilling everywhere. The kid who hit him started to cry so much he pissed himself, and the kid who got bullied buried the axe in the empty seat next to him, took blood from his hand and smeared it on the crying kid's face and said, "You'll never forget me now, because I won't forget what you did to me." Bullied kid moved later that year. The former bully took abuse from basically everyone because, well, you can't piss your pants in high school for any reason.